I was requesting that we can start with the people who are around, as others will be joining. Because we don't have time to waste, so I was requesting that we start the class. One of you to confirm so that we start the class. You can just confirm via, you can confirm via text. So please confirm before we proceed. I'm waiting for confirmation for those who are present so that we can proceed. Yeah, we can proceed. Thank you. So I think we can proceed. We can proceed. Our topic today is Excel, and Excel is one of the packages from the Microsoft Office, and generally the Excel is called spreadsheet because the spreadsheet is only that the type of Microsoft Office that was produced, the type of spreadsheet but that was produced by Microsoft Office, they call it Excel. So there are so many other types of spreadsheets, and we are now going to cover the one common one, the one which is the Microsoft Office Excel, the one most of you are conversant with. And in this session, we are going to start with our session one, and then what are our objectives. In this session, we are having our objective. The first objective is that by the end of this session, we should be able to create a new worksheet, and then we shall discuss what is a worksheet. Then after creating a worksheet, we shall be able to enter and edit data in the worksheet. Then another one, you should be able to open a saved worksheet, and then total figures in a range, doing calculations in the worksheet, then moving information from one part of the worksheet to the other. Then another objective shall be, we shall be able to save the workbook. We have the worksheet and the workbook, and then you can be able to print the worksheet. Then workbook is made up of worksheets. So we shall look at them. Those are the objectives of our first session. Then I can also print the worksheet and close the workbook, and we exit the Excel. So now, first to create a new worksheet, you have to open an Excel. And when you open Excel, you click at the Start menu, All Programs, and then you look for the Microsoft Office Excel, depending on whether you're using 2010 or 2007 or 2013 or 2016, depending on the type of Excel you are using. And then another thing is that you shall see at the layout whereby we have columns and rows. Let me go about the content, then we shall do the practical. And then we have Excel launched. You see the Excel launched, and then you see a new workbook panel appears, and that is it. So when you click new, you choose the blank workbook. When you choose the blank workbook, you are now ready to go. The worksheet will open, and then when the worksheet will open, you'll now be able to select and enter data in the worksheet. So let me do a practical on this part. Let me do a practical on this part so that I open my Excel. I open my Excel so that you can see. Open my Excel so that you can see, so that we work from the Excel. So that I open an Excel sheet. Open an Excel sheet. And then I want to project the Excel sheet. Are we together? Are we seeing the Excel sheet? The one I've opened. This is now you choose the blank workbook. When you open the Excel sheet, click to the blank workbook. And this is the interface for Excel. Are we seeing the interface? Someone to confirm via text. Someone to confirm via text. So that I proceed. Is it visible? Am I clear? So now, when you have an Excel, obviously the Excel will have a heading as usual. We'll have an heading. So let's say start like we type something here. Excel, let's say max. Let's say cut max. Cut max. Then you can click at it and then scroll over and then you can merge. Cut max. Then the cut marks you can say we are doing how many cuts we did. Let's say we have cut 1 and cut 2. Then here let's say these are the admission numbers. Then we have registration. So is a way when you want to present data properly, you can use the Excel for easier analysis. You can even put formulas. There are so many things you can do with Excel. You can even highlight them and then you can do some formatting. So I want to check that the first admission numbers, people to type the admission numbers and the name. Type in the chat so that you use your admission number, then the cut, then mean. Numbers do that. So I'm saying is it visible? Someone is telling me that it's not visible. Yeah. Let me check. Is it visible? Confirm so that we proceed. Yeah, let me use the one for admission number for Warui. Let me start with admission number for Warui. Then admission number, I put there. Admission number for Warui, the name is Warui. Then another person. Is it visible or not? John. I'm seeing the one for John. The one for John. Put there. The one for John. Then any other person who is adding so that I want just the first 5. Martin. Any lady? Lady around? Martin. Then another person, admission number. Mudami. Hey, where are the ladies? Where are they? Mudami. Yeah. So now, these are the admission numbers, names, and then the cards. And the card is always out of, your card is always out of 30. probably out of 30. Out of 30. Then you can even add the end term here. Then we see. I'm waiting for a lady so that we have gender equality. Oh, ati wanasema wako sherehe. Oh. So you have a lot of sherehes. Wako sherehe. Harun, I've seen Harun. Harun, welcome. That's good. Harun. Any other person? Any other person that is ready to do something to share the details? Thank you for the 12 people. You are very okay, and then we are ready to proceed. So now, let me put the cut marks. Although they are not genuine, I'm just trying to get 25, get 24. Let's say 25, 24, 24. Yeah, then cut 2, 23, 24, 23, 25, 25. Yeah. End term out of 70. You see, out of 70, you have 54, 53, 52, 56, 55. Yeah. So now, I want to teach you now. You should now be very keen here, so that when you click at the cell, we call this a cell. When you click, it's now changing like color green. That's a cell. When you click here, that's a cell. This is a cell. And when you click at the cell, you see here it is E11. The number of the cell you look at here, it is A, B, C, D. It is E. Then how many down? 11. So where they intersect, D 11. When I press here, it is D6. When I press here, it is D8. Are we okay then? Are we okay? Let me add done. Are we okay? Confirm, please. If you are moving together, confirm. Confirm, so that we don't. Yeah. Let's put Gabriela also. Duncan. Then proceed. This is a live class. So now let's continue. It's okay. So now, if you have this data now, the next thing is now to analyze the data and get the meaning of the data. Like you see how many people got below this, how many people got, what was the total marks, something like that. Now, if you click at any cell, you must read the cell at the top here. C13, this is the cell I've clicked. It's C13, you see? Now, what I want you to understand here is that, first of all, I want us to calculate the total, or the total and mean score. Total, and then we have the mean. These are the total marks of cut, total marks, and the mean of the cut. Now, how do you get that? That's what you should now understand. These are the areas that you should now be very keen, so that you master. This is where the mastery is. And in this mastery, what you should really know is that, first of all, master the cell. When you click at the cell, you know the cell is D13. When you click, the cell is E15. When you click even far, the cell is K14. So that's one. Number two, formula. Number two is formula. So, and you click here, At the top, there's what we call formula. Insert function or a formula. Autosum for adding. So for adding, average, maximum, minimum, and more functions are there, depending on the question. So let's start with the first question. This is just a simple one. I want us to understand before we proceed even. So the first question is here. Write a function or formula to calculate the total sale of each, calculate the total marks of each cut. Total marks of each cut. That's the first question. Total marks of each cut. So now, what's the formula? Meaning that the formula is that you must add this cell, this cell, this cell, this cell, and this cell, and this cell to get the total marks. So what you do is the formula. You say equals, and then you come here to formula. Right? You are adding all this stuff to here. It's called sum. So when you click here, then you pick sum here. Sum. Are you seeing it? Change it is sum. So what is the sum? It's from this point to this point. And then you press enter. Are we together? See that here you pick the first number is C. The first column is C5 up to C11. That is where you want to add. C5 to C11. And what is the formula? It is sum C5 to C11. This is the formula. Meaning that you are adding from C5, you add everything to C11. So the formula is equals to sum into bracket C5 colon to C11. Are we together? Confirm before I proceed. Please confirm before I proceed. Confirm. Confirm before I proceed, because this one might appear in most of your exams, so you must understand it. So total is here. Total is the sum addition of C cell C5, you add cell C5, C6, C7 up to C11. And it's when you click there, it's called equals to sum C5 up to C11. Depending on the number of cells you want to add, we call total. That's how you get the total. So when you are told to write the formula is equals to sum into bracket C5 to C11. That's now the formula. This one is the formula. Are we together? Are we together? Confirm please, so that I can again redo it. If you click this total, sum equals to C5 to C11. I need some feedback. I need feedback so I can continue. The formula is sum equals to, when they talk of total, the sum. Please, Wambugu, stop sharing your admission numbers. That's the end of sharing admission numbers. Stop sharing. We are done with it already. Stop sharing admission numbers. So now, are we together? So that we proceed for the next. Yeah, that is it now. That's how you do sum. So you can do the sum for what is the, please post the formula for cut 2, getting total for cut 2. Post the formula of getting total for cut 2. Post the formula of getting total to cut 2. People to post cut 2. How can we are here? Formula of getting the total of cut 2. I want the formula. Please, people cooperate. I'm waiting for the formula. Dennis, I'm waiting for your post. Yeah, very, 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 very good. It is D11. Very good. D11 to D5 to D11. That's okay. When you click, you'll see some. That's okay. So that's the one of them. Then another person to do end term. Formula for end term. Formula for end term. Gabriela, check your gadget. Others are hearing. Check your gadget. Others are hearing. Check your gadget. Multiple people typing. I'm waiting. Richard, Sam, E5, yeah, very good, Richard. Duncan, very good. Simple as that. That's how you get the formulas. Now, we are done with sum. Sum is the same as total. So our next step, we are going to cover the average. Average. How do you get the average? What is the average? Average is that you take all the cars, you add them, and then you divide by the total number of students, and you get the mean. Average is the same as mean. So you click there. Then you come here, you took average, and then you select average up to where? Up to there. Then you press enter. So what's the average? Average C5 to C11. The average from C5 to C11, you get is 24.1, 24.14. So this is average. The formula is average C11, C5 to C11. Confirm. Average C5 to C11. Simple as that. Average C5 to C11. Average C5 to C11. Then you pick simple as that. That is how you do. So the average, you select up to there and then you click, then you do the average. So the average is C5 to C11. Now, average for cut 2 and end term. Average for cut 2 and end term. Average, members, I'm waiting. Average for cut 2 and end term. Use the word average equals to average. Then you start from the start cell, from the active cell to the last cell. Let's say here we start at C5. We want to get the average from the C5. Here it is C5. You see C5. Then you go up to C11. Then average into bracket C5 to C11. I'm waiting, please. Average for cut 2 and average for end of term. Average F is okay. Thank you, Duncan. That's okay. Average for end sum. 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 Another person to post. If you don't understand, please open the mic and speak. Because if you don't understand this one, it will be very costly on your side. Because you need to understand it very well so that you don't have an issue whereby you'll be having a lot of issue when you are tested. Yes, Timothy, you can speak. Unmute yourself and speak, Timothy. Average, Esther Mwangi, that's okay. Now, I've created another column there. I've had end of term out of 70. The one you did, it was out of 100. So you want to convert this one out of 100 to be out of 70. So what should we do? Esther, please raise the hand if you are able to speak. Don't raise if you can't speak. Now, what can we do mathematically? It means that we have to multiply. It is now 54 out of 100 times 70. I think let me do it very clear so that people can listen to it. It's like, let me write here so that I can see it clearly. It's like the number here now, the student got 54 out of 100. And then I want to convert this one to out of 70. Are you seeing? I want to convert it out of 70. So how will I do it? I want to convert it out of 70. Because you score 54 out of 100. And then I want to know at the end, it should be 70 is out of 70. So here, what should I do? I take 54 out of 100 times 70. And then when you cancel here and here, you'll find that here it's like you take 54 times 0.7. So now how do you come up with a formula for this? This is very simple. It's equal to that cell where 54 is. And the cell where 54 is E5. So you take E5 times star 0.7. And then we'll get the answer automatically. It will calculate for you. So now we put here equals, because you don't know the formula, you take E5 star 0.7, then you press enter and you get the student scored 37.8 out of 70. So this formula, you should know this formula, E5 times, because we have calculated, we have seen that when you multiply 54 to get it out of 70, which is out of 100, you multiply by 0.7. And how have we get the 0.7? We have taken 70 divided by 100. When you cancel, it gives 0.7. Simple as that. Then here, you continue the same way. Again here, you say it is equals to, this one is E6. You take E6 star 0.7. Then you press enter. And the formula here is that the formula is E6 times 7. So now, there's a way you can do this formula without repeating yourself. So what you do, you click at that and then you drag simply, and then all the formulas will be added automatically. Yeah, all the formulas will be added automatically. So in case you are told to write a formula for that, you just come with that formula, then you have come up with it, and then you calculate. So any challenge with that? Any challenge with that? Any challenge with that, so that we proceed? I'm waiting. Timothy is typing. These are great people. People are typing, they are engaging. Others have just logged in and they are just relaxing. Nope. What is that? Joel Wamuti. Okay, I understand. That's okay. That's great, Joel. Timothy, you have to pull up your socks. Timothy, you have to pull up your socks and try to catch up with the current trends in ICT. Because we are going digital. That's why. Dan is okay. I'll repeat that one. And if you have a very serious issue, please, what you do, unmute and speak. You cannot text everything. So it's better if you have an issue, somebody like Timothy should unmute and speak so that you can hear the grievances rather than just typing. That's why I don't. I type less because speaking is a better way of communication than typing. Great, Esther. That is great. So I'm redoing the one for Timothy. Just unmute and speak. Stop typing. If you have an issue, reduce typing. If you have an issue, please reduce typing. If you're okay, type. And if you have a minor issue. So that is your issue. The issue of being late, that's not our issue. That's a personal, the way you arrange yourself. And this one is better than even the physical class. This is better because you can see what I'm demonstrating rather than using the whiteboard without a machine. This is better. You see what I'm doing and what I'm demonstrating. So now, let's redo for the purpose of Duncan. Let's redo for the purpose of Duncan. The one for 70. Yeah, it's okay. Let's redo it. Let me pick my whiteboard pen. Yeah. Let's redo it. How to get the formula. Here is also mathematics. I know you do maths. So now, we want to get the formula for this part. This one. And we have told that the score, the score was 54 out of 100. We want to convert this score to be x out of 70. Are you getting? We want to convert that score, which is 54 out of 100, to a score that is out of 70. So what should you do? You take 50. You take 54. You simply take 54 out of 100 times 70. If you use a calculator, you will get the answer. You will get the answer. But now I want to come up with a formula. So it's like you take 54 times 70 over 100. This can also be a good formula. It can also work. But now for easier way, so that you write few words here, you divide this one first. If you divide, it becomes here. So when you take 7 divided by 100, it becomes 54 times 0.7. This is now the formula. And now 54, it has a cell, it has a location. When you click at 54, you find that 54 here is E5. So you replace 54 with E5 times 0.7. Simple as that. And then this is now the formula you use. You come here and then you say equals. All formula must have equals to. Equals, then you take E5 equals E5 times 0.7 and then you press enter. You get the answer here is 37.8. And then the answer is 37.8. Yeah. That is what I would have done. If you join late, please, we shall not be repeating things. If you join late, you look for your class member to help you. Because when we or if you join late, you shall again go and take time and look the video at the YouTube and share in the YouTube for easier understanding. John Jao Karanja, I don't need your admission number. Why are you posting it? What's the purpose of posting admission numbers? We used admission numbers at the beginning so that we came up with this data. This data we have generated from the class members. So don't join the class very late and then you tell us that your admission number. We are not interested in admission numbers. We are using it at the start. So if you join the class late and then you post your admission numbers, means that you don't know where we are and where we are going. Just listen and you look for a friend to guide you. Or you can even do what you call self-service. Look after the class, log into the YouTube, check, and the whole course will be there, so you can able to redo it. Then after here now, another option I was telling you that is now, rather than redoing all, you click and then you drag the star and then you drag. It will give you the total. But now you must do for every 53, you have to put the formula 53 to be equals to 53 times 0.7. Then you press enter again you continue. Here you will take it is E equals to E. What is the here it is E what? E7 times 0.7. It will give you that. That is how you do it. Simple as that. E6 times 0.7. Then you get that. That's that. Feedback from Duncan. I want to hear from Duncan. Feedback from Duncan. Feedback from Duncan, please. I think it's the only one with the issue. Others have understand 100%. Where's Duncan? I want to see if I've helped Duncan to get these things clear. We are finalizing the class. Just simple. Great. I'm happy. If you are good. Any other person who needs some assistance? We have done some average and we have done some average. Formula for average. I want formula for average. Formula for average. Average. Formula for average and formula for the remaining totals. Total end term out of 100. Formula for total end term out of 100. Someone to post. Someone to post. I'm waiting some people to post. You just click the average. It's very simple when you're using the computer. Click the average. Yeah. I want the formulas. Formulas for this one, the one you are seeing in red. I want their formulas. Post the formulas so I can see that you have understood. Yeah, average, yeah, continue. Esther is okay. Then I'm remaining with one which is called maximum or minimum, the highest cell registered or the minimum cell registered. Finalize before Mwangi, F11 is okay. I'm waiting for you to finalize. People, please cooperate and post. This is an Excel sheet. Cooperate and post. Please write in full. You write average in full, not in shortcut. Please. Average in full. There's no R in Africa. Average in full. Average in full. Don't write in abbreviation. Average in full. Yeah, good, Dennis. But put the full colon. Yeah. Put full colon. Vincent, that's a good idea. Next, I want to see more. The one for cut end term. End term. This one. End term. End term. End term. Not correct. You must include the equal sign. Must include the equal sign. Must include the equal sign. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it must have an equal sign. Yeah, it's okay. But why E is E? This is the other one here for F. Great Daniel. But put the semicolon. You are putting a semicolon. Put full colon. It is full colon, not semicolon. It is this one, not this. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, it's okay, Arun. Okay, Esther. Yeah, that's great. Now let's look at the last part. The last part is now the formulas here. There is what we call maximum and minimum. So if you want to know the maximum score on this one or the minimum score, the maximum score or the minimum score, what you do, the formula is very simple. Equals whether it's minimum or maximum, right there, maximum. Then what is the range of your maximum? Put brackets. What's the range of your maximum? The range, it's from C5 colon to C11. Then you press enter. So what's the maximum? From this point to this point, the maximum is 25 and it's called maximum C5 to C11. The highest score of cat 1, you calculate that one. Now let's look at the minimum score. You say equals minimum equals minimum C5 minimum C5 to C11. Then you press enter. The minimum number, the least score is 23. If you check vizuri utapata the least score is 23. The maximum score, if you check the base is 25, 25, they are twice. The minimum is 23. Yeah. Should I redo it? Please Check for me. I want the minimum and the maximum for cut 2, end term out of 100 and end term out of 70. Members, can you do it? Can you do it? If you have not understand, please, I can redo it, please. When you talk of maximum and minimum, we are talking of the highest score. In this class, nani alikuwa the highest score? Is it Warui and Martin? They had the highest score. So how do you get the highest score? That's the maximum. So what you do, you put the formula equals to maximum. See here, equals to maximum. Then you categorize the cell from what range to what range. Ilianza na cell C4, you want to get the maximum between cell C4 izote up to cell C11. Then when you press enter, automatically it will pick. The Excel will pick the highest score. And the highest score is 20, 25. The same way, unaandika minimum, then you select the cell. Ni cut 1. Sinjo cut 1, it's under C, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So utapata C5 to C11. So C5 to C11. Then you press enter, itakupatia the minimum score between Warui, John, Martin, Mudhami, Harun, Duncan na Gabriela. Itakupatia the who scored the list. Itacompare, itakupatia the results of those who scored the list. And the list score is 23. Very good. Esther, Joel. Yeah, that's okay. That is very okay. That is what I wanted us to cover today. I'll think about if we can also cover something tomorrow at evening when you are free. And I think the best thing that what you're covering here is recorded. So I'm posting it to the YouTube account immediately so that those people who have not attended the class can have their time, go and also follow up and see what we have discussed. Any question, anything you want me to discuss before we close the meeting? I'm sharing the YouTube account, and when you join the YouTube account, please subscribe. I'm sharing the link of the YouTube account. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Yeah. Yes, you can do. Yes, you can do. In the exam, no, we don't have any practical in the exam. I can just speak about the count if a bit little about it. This one, the one for count numbers. Count numbers is to tell us that there are how many numbers. Like for example, count numbers. It is in account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nimekupatia hapa 9. It is used that way. But we shall organize another class for that. Count numbers, simply that way. And then we have remained with the class of count numbers and if else. So another one is called logical. Logical here, logical. And false, if we have so other, we shall cover. But get this for the basics. For the basics, then we shall organize to cover that one. No practical in the exam, is pure theory. When is your exam? Is it when? But it is pure theory. Writing the mean, the marks, the averages, writing, just writing. We are just writing. Just writing. And ensure you have go through all the assignments I've shared. From the cut to the second cut to all the classes you attended. Revise well. Everyone will pass if you revise well. Yeah, we shall do the comments, grades, another lesson. Because if I do it now, it will be too much. And I want you to be getting step by step. So I think I'm closing the class at that point. If you have any question, let me know. The theory exam I think is probably it should be out of 70. I don't know, I've not confirmed, but I've not seen it. But probably to be out of 70. Probably it's out of 70. 70, I don't know, is 70. I'll confirm. I'll confirm. I'll confirm. So you enjoy your weekend as you also revise. Na kuna wale nimeambiwa wanapiga sherehe. Somebody posted here very categorical. I asked where are most of the ladies. I was told that wako sherehe. So please tell them wakipiga sherehe they also balance with class. Is it okay? Yeah. So and enjoy yourself responsibly. So bye and have a good weekend ahead.